I'm Dr. Tom Colpitts. I practice in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been in practice for over 40 years and I've seen the evolution of implants. I got out of doing implants for a while because I just thought the failure rate was too high. There were too many problems. And then as I saw the science and the technology change, and then I got back into it with titanium.
The biggest issue we had years ago with implants was the prosthetic component of it. With branded marks, even the blades, it was very difficult to do the prosthetic end because no one at those times thought about the proper placement of the implant that would relate to the restoration component.
I started out in biologic dentistry. I was doing titanium implants. And eventually we became aware that people are reacting to metal. And there is no such thing as a pure titanium implant.
They seem to be all different type of alloys mixed all together. And people have reaction to those different type of alloys. And when we started, I think there was probably maybe 2, 3 type of implant systems out there. Now, there's millions of them from all over the world. How do you know which is safe, which is not safe?
So we want no metal. We want no metal at all because all metals we use are alloys. And it's turning out that it was chronic exposure, low-grade exposure over time causes inflammation. Inflammation is the underlying cause of all disease.
I'm really in love with the new 2-piece zirconium because there's a lot of times when I really just don't want any pressure on that implant. I don't want anything sticking out of the gum that they can interfere with their tongue or food. And so I've been really impressed with the 2-piece.
I've been very pleased with the ceramic type implants. It seems the soft tissue, the bone, loves the zirconia-based implants. I mean, you know, they have evolved also structure. They went from basically a 1-piece implant. Now we have a 2-stage implant, which is much more easier to deal with prosthetically. I mean, the issue when we started out with the ceramic implants, there were 1 stages, so we had to develop all these different devices to protect that post that would stick out, because patients would naturally do what? Start moving them and eating on them. But with the 2-stage, it's enough we can drop them down, even with the gum, let the tissue heal. And for some reason, soft tissue loves zirconia, okay? And it's been much more helpful that way.
Zirconia seems to be the best material we have seen yet as far as biocompatibility. The body seems to be very happy with it. I have no problems with the zirconia. I have yet to see any zirconia implant itself ever break.
The key is, first of all, the implant integrating into the bone. First of all, that's key. Second of all, doing the proper restoration, meaning putting a tooth in there. But there's an interface between the implant and the tooth, and that's just what's called a prosthetic head. And I have to tell you, compared to some of the other systems, like the Zeramex itself, it has a stout prosthetic head. And I don't have to worry about the thing breaking off, which is always a fear with dentistry. So I'm very pleased with that particular system. That's what we use today.
It's an exciting time for the patient and for the dentist to be able to put them back together. My focus is on health of the patient. That's my whole practice, is how do I look at your mouth and how do I figure out to improve your health or keep you healthy.
With the Zeramex, we now have a screw back, and so having a zirconia and the ability to screw in a crown or a prosthesis of some kind, it's a welcome. It's a welcome into my practice. A Zeramex makes that all possible.